Hello guys. I am recording what I will call a tutorial. It's not really a tutorial. It's just showing how I did some things for a fighting game. I've I've seen some people on the Facebook groups asking how to do the how to do the AI for the opponents and how to block attacks and all that. I already made lots of logics, as you can see. There's a whole mess there. I'm not gonna close this because I usually work with all of this opened. If I close it, I may get lost. So I'm just gonna leave that there. We're just gonna work with these panels here. So I'm just gonna show you the way that I did a mechanic of block blocking attacks and getting hit. I also did some perfect block and all that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna cover that. I'm gonna leave it for another video, but at least I'm gonna show how I did the regular block. Okay, so but let's go to the attack system. Well, this is the AI system. I have lots of things here. These tags right here help to determine the type of damage that the opponent is receiving and whether he's getting perfect blocked, like if his attack is getting perfect blocked by me or not. Uh, this is the logic for when he gets hit. But let's go to the attack system. Okay, so this is whenever these are different actions that he will do randomly, determining what type of attacks he will do. These are just the regular combos that he has, and those combos are also randomized. So let's go just through the uh, regular combo, which is like one attack, one finisher attack. Let's just see it. So this is just one attack. Just gonna bring this up here. Okay, so this is just one attack. All right. You see that it has lots of animations there, some moving force, damage variable modifier. Because by the way, I used variables for the health instead of health managers. I found it easier this way. I don't know. I just did. So this is the damage that he will do to me. It's set to 5. Okay. This is a zone. This is the zone that determines how his attack affects me. Okay, so this is looking for me for attack set up for my character. So whenever he attacks, this is the area that's going to be affected by the attack. Okay, face up is because he's changing his face whenever he attacks. All right. Okay, so this is the regular attack. Besides that, he has a finisher. Let's just see it. Just bring this here. Just see the finisher. Has kind of the same logic. Finisher. There you go. You see this zone, heavy projectile. By the way, this is a different type of zone. You will see this is heavy projectile, and this is this zone here, damage taken. So this is kind of a regular type of damage, and this is a kind of a heavy, like a more heavy type of damage. And if you see the whole combo, it is just one attack and finish. There are different combos here. For example, the 3 attacks and a different finisher. Let's see. There you go. But that's basically his animations. But there and these zones, right? These zones are set up by the type of attack, the type of damage. So his regular attacks on the combo are the regular damage, which is called here damage taken, and the finishers are heavy projectiles. I don't know why I called them there. I'm sure there's a reason. I was planning for something else, or actually I did a kind of heavy projectile attack. Then I found out that my reaction was going to be similar to this type of strong attack, so I just used the same tag. But okay, and now you see that the tags are divided by the type of damage. Okay, so now if I come here, all right. So this is whenever I get hit. All right. So we have when I'm blocking the attack, when I'm getting actually damaged from the attack. I have some other logics here, some clash systems. Yeah, show you maybe in a while. But now let's go through the receive damage. So this is whenever I get damaged by the type of damage, right? Um, these are the tags that the opponent is gonna be looking for whenever he attacks. You can see the tags actually is kind of misplaced. I'm just gonna put it here. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is kind of misplaced. Let me just bring this over here. Yeah, that's better. This is also here. This is also over here. All right, so those are the types of damage. We're gonna go over the regular type of damage, and basically the other types of damage are the same, kind of the same thing, but we just go through the regular damage. So, by the way, I am very complicated doing things like this. I usually complicate myself a lot. I'm sure that there's better ways and more effective ways to do this. If you find video or if you know a better way to do this, please let me know. In the meantime, this is the way that it worked. I was trying to figure it out on the way. So this is the way that I did it. So this is whenever I get regular damage, this tag is being detected by his regular attack. All right. So you will see that this sends a signal to this node and sends a signal to this counter right here. Okay. The counter is saying I'm getting hit. All right. You'll see that this also gets activated by the attack projectile, which is the same type of damage with just a regular kind of projectile. It does the same type of damage, mainly for my reaction. All right. First, it goes to this node. This node goes to here, which is deactivating my movement. Basically, well, what I did is that this goes to where is it? Basically, this goes to a transmitter that I have here, which is no controls, and this is deactivating my movements. Here, no controls is deactivating the controls, so I cannot move when I'm getting hit. All right, that's what this is doing. Okay, this goes here. Well, actually, you know what? This actually needs to come from here. I'm not sure why I did this way. I'm gonna review it. Probably I'm gonna delete this wire because I don't see the use for this. This is going through here whenever I'm getting hit. This goes to deactivate my movement. So let's just leave this for there for a second, as I'm not sure if it serves another purpose because I need to review the whole logic. But so far, I don't see a purpose. So let's just skip this one. So this is whenever I'm getting hit, it goes to deactivate my movement, okay, and it goes to here, which is the animation and the damage, okay. So we see it first that first see that this is go to a start timer and a node, which is called damage, which is this node right here, and this timer right here. Okay, this timer basically sets up the damage that I'm getting. It goes to activate the variable modifiers. Um, for my health and my transformation bar. And whenever I get hit, I charge up my transformation uh, bar, which is letting me transform whenever I receive certain amount of damage. This is set up to 0.1 seconds. I found that I had to give it this kind of delay for it to work every time. For some reason, it wasn't, so I had to do that instead. And this is kind of the calculation of how many damage I'm getting. If you see here, this is not setting up for a specific damage, but it's getting the information from here whenever I'm getting the whether I'm transformed or not. If I am transformed, um, then it needs to let me check if it is not transformed. Deactivates. If it is not transformed, yeah, it activates this one, which is basically giving me the full damage. And if this is transformed, if I am transformed, it deactivates the regular damage and activates this one, which is multiplying my damage. I believe it actually, yeah, it multiplies the damage, but the damage is negative, so it actually kind of okay, no, this is not me. This is actually whenever the enemy is transformed. Sorry, so whenever the enemy is transformed, it makes more damage to me. Okay, this is the calculation of the damage. And this node it goes to a randomizer. I see I didn't use a selector as I usually do. I just used the randomizer. This is because there are two animations for whenever I get hit. One animation is this one, right? And the other animation is whenever I get hit like this. Alright, so it's kind of random. Maybe I will use later whenever I get hit in the stomach. I will use one of the animations. Whenever I get hit in the face, the other one maybe. Yeah. In the meantime, it's just random. So it goes to a timer, which is like 0.4 seconds, which is setting the time of the animation. I know it's the same here, but it's just to have this other action activated. I don't know. I did it this way because it worked. For some reason, it didn't work if I put this here in the animation. It worked better here. Okay, whenever I am receiving the output from here, activates this exclusive gate, which is um, letting only this animation play out and no any other animations. Okay, all right. So this is whenever I get hit. The same applies for the other types of damage. Okay, so the damage whenever I get hit goes here where it calculates the damage and performs the animation and deactivates my movement for a while. Okay, all right. So this is whenever I get hit. This is when I get block. When I actually block the attack. Sorry. This looks kind of more complicated because I have perfect block, I have clashes, I have showdowns, and some other mechanics. But let's just go through the regular block system. All right. This is the button that I set up for the block, which is L1. As you know, it comes from sorry, it comes from this controller right here. L1 is getting to here. Okay, it goes to all different types of block, but we're just gonna go through the regular block. Okay. First, we're not gonna look at these wires, just like over here down. So first one, it goes to a wireless transmitter. This I'm added this later on. I could have used this before because this is very useful. This is for me to send out a signal whenever I'm holding this L1 button. It helps a lot to let everyone know that I'm holding this button for whatever reason that I want. Okay, so this is very useful. Also, it goes to play out the block animation. Okay, this is the way I did it. This is him blocking. This sword is not gonna move because it gets attached to his hand whenever animation plays. You see, but this is the animation, and this is whenever I'm walking while blocking. All right, so I did it separately. This is kind of the input of the uh, left stick. I'm not sure why I did that, but I did it. You can skip that part. It's not really necessary. Just whenever you're holding L1, he will go to his blocking position and he can walk there. All right. Also, depending on the type of damage that I'm receiving, you see that goes here with the type of damage. There is a different end gate set up for whenever I'm holding the button and I'm receiving the damage. Okay, let's say that I'm looking for the regular damage, which is here. Also, it shares with the projectile, which is the same type of damage, and seems that also works with the heavy projectile. There's a kind of a mess here. I'm not gonna go through this. I need to review it first, but just for the regular damage. Okay, whenever I'm holding L1, it sends a signal to this end gate and is prepared to receive the standard block, the standard attack. Whenever I'm getting the standard attack, goes through here, two signals activated, it goes to the block sound. Whenever I'm blocking the attack, there's kind of sounds and there's an emitter for the, let's say, the block visual effect and some camera shaker. All right, so it goes there. Okay. Um, Okay, I have also a guard broken system. As you can see, if I get a strong attack at me and I block it, my guard can be broken. So that's why I did it that way. But first, the regular attack goes through the block sound and immediately goes to the damage calculation. It lets me get damaged. How much I'm gonna get damage, it depends on this calculation right here. Again, whenever the enemy is transformed or not, but you will see the calculation has been divided now, so the damage is being reduced like by a third of damage maybe. Uh, yeah, you see that it's not set up here, it's set up by this calculation. But the most important thing is that how do I prevent the damage from here while I'm blocking, right? This is the way that I did it, and again, I'm sure there's easier ways to do this, and I'm actually thinking of one right now, but the way that I did it is L1 goes sending a signal to, where is it, to this NOT gate right here, which is basically saying that this regular damage is activated when I'm not blocking, but whenever I hold L1, this regular damage gets activated. The same for here, whenever I'm not holding, whenever I'm not getting damage, this block is activated. Whenever I get damage, you see that whenever I get damage, also deactivates the block, so I cannot block after I get damaged. But when I hold L1, the regular damage gets activated, so I cannot receive the full damage. I cannot receive the regular damage. I can only receive the damage calculated through here. So this is the way that I did it with NOT gates. I'm thinking I could have also done it with this wireless transmitter, but so far I did it with this NOT gate. So this is the way that I did it again. So whenever I get hit, deactivates the block, so I cannot block after I get hit for a few seconds. And if I block, I mean, if I'm on my blocking position, if I'm holding L1, deactivates the regular damage, so I cannot receive damage, the full damage at least. Only the calculation from here. Let's just see it in practice. I'm just gonna go. Well, let me just go to view mode. Okay, I have also a lock system. I can lock to the enemy right there, and I can just change the view. Okay, he's just moving around, waiting for his chance to attack. I can attack him first. He's gonna attack me. Alright, with the strong attack. Okay, what's going on? Alright, there you go. I have my combos and he attacks me. Right, you see that how I block the attack. Alright, let's see. I'm blocking. You see, I'm blocking the attack. Alright. This is basically how it works. Right? So I can walk when I'm blocking. I can also dodge attacks and block. And well, this is the regular block. I hope it helps somehow. Again, if you find a better way to do it, please let me know. This is the way that I did it, and that has been working for me. I do have a released fight, the same fight, but in another kind of platform, another stage. If you want to play it, you can look for it as Chronicles of the Legendary Wars, I believe, or actually it's called, yeah, that is the call of my game, but I lost it. I just have it like a scene released. I believe it's called Chronicles of the Legendary Warriors demo scenes, like demonstration. Okay, he just hit me there. All right, so my username is Yeahbrown. If you want to follow me, I'm gonna try to leave that information on the comments. But yeah, let me know if it works. If you have any questions, let me know. And well, I'm hoping to see your projects. Well, see ya.